I'm allowed into the vault where the scrolls are kept. Scholars studying this fragment call it 4Q 541. Dr. Alexei Yuditsky, a Dead Sea Scrolls scholar, comments on the scroll.
יש פה שלוש מילים חשובות. יונה או יונה או יונה, שכפה או שכפה, וצצה או צצה.
In other words, the text seems to speak of someone codenamed the dove. The first official translation of the text was, "Do not mourn for him. Know what the dove has asked of you. Do not strike it, and do not bring the cross and the nail close to it." When some scholars realized the possible connection with Jesus, the crucified son of the dove, they said that the word cross could not be clearly read.
מכיוון שיש פה חור, אז אנחנו לא יכולים לדעת איזה עוד בדיוק.
And that the Aramaic word for nail, tzatzah, was actually a Persian word for hawk.
המילה צצה נמצאת בכתובת מיוחדת דו-לשונית של פרסית וארמית. לפי הפרסית אנחנו יכולים לדעת שזה איזשהו עוף דורס, כנראה בז או נץ.
Something is always happening. But when it happens, people don't always see it, or understand it, or accept it.
To find out whether tzatza means hawk or nail, I went to the Galilee, where there are entire villages of Aramean people who still speak Aramaic. If I come to your village, Maronite village in the Galilee, and I ask you, what does this word mean, tzatza?
It means a nail.
Nail?
Nail, yeah. For example, I can show you here an image or picture with a nail, and it's written in Aramaic. If you go now to communities in Lebanon, to communities in Syria, to communities in Israel that knows the Aramaic and still speak it, so they will tell you it's a nail.
To resolve the controversy, we went to Professor Emil Puesh, the original translator of the official version of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Tzatza, is it a hawk or a nail?
Tzatza, malgré les critiques que j'ai pu lire, je ne suis pas convaincu, je n'ai pas changé d'idée. Et ensuite, le mot clou, le mot tzatza peut... Et ensuite, le mot clou, le mot tzatza peut vouloir dire oiseau, mais peut dire aussi clou.
As for the word dove in the text, Puesh sees this as a metaphor for someone who agitates people by making trouble.
La colombe, c'est le symbole de l'Esprit Saint, dans le Nouveau Testament et dans bien d'autres thèmes. Mais là, le mot colombe, je ne peux pas dire colombe. J'avais lu ça au début parce que c'est le mot le plus simple. Mais comme il y a plusieurs sens possibles, dans la publication de ce volume, j'ai mis agitateur.
So though he confirms that the Dead Sea Scroll fragment says dove, crucified, and nail, Father Puesh does not want to link the crucified agitator to Jesus. Father Puesh does not want to link the crucified agitator to Jesus.
An ancient stone tablet is discovered, and decoding its secrets could rock a core belief of Christianity. It seems to tell the story of a Messiah who is killed and rises from the dead after 3 days. Sound familiar? But this Messiah may not be Jesus. This is one of the secrets of Christianity.
This is a photograph of a unique and mysterious 2,000-year-old tablet or stone. This is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, where Christians come to celebrate and commemorate the resurrection of Jesus 3 days after the crucifixion. This may shake up that. The stone emerged from the antiquities market, and incredibly, the ancient Hebrew text can still, for the most part, be easily read. The key line is this: I, Gabriel, command you, the Prince of Princes, in 3 days, live. Now, that may sound strange to the modern ear, but when I first heard about it, I almost fell off my chair. I mean, we're talking about a 3-day resurrection. If it's referring to Jesus, this bit of archaeology is the earliest archaeological artifact that refers to him. If it predates Jesus, then who is this Christ-like figure that we didn't know about before? Who is this Jesus before Jesus? To decode the stone, we have to figure out, when was it written? Where did it come from? And first, who is this Gabriel mentioned on the stone?
In both the Hebrew and Christian Bibles, Gabriel is an angel whose main job is to announce the Messiah. In the Gospels, he's the angel who announces to the Virgin Mary that she will give birth to Jesus. On this stone, Gabriel is not speaking to a woman. Rather, he is talking to a prince of princes, code word in Jesus' time for a Messiah. So the inscription seems to speak of a Messiah who dies and is ordered by the angel Gabriel to rise again after 3 days. Until now, this has been associated only with Jesus. But renowned biblical scholar Israel Knoll, who brought the stone to light, believes that the stone predates Jesus.
Here we have, for the first time, an evidence that the belief in the death and resurrection after 3 days of a messianic leader existed even before the time of Jesus.
I can already hear some of the objections. What are you saying here, that Jesus was a copycat? And I must say that's a totally unhistorical way of approaching the issue. If you think that Jesus was influenced by no one, and he knew exactly where he was going, and he landed like an alien from outer space, then you suddenly have to say, wait a minute, here's a man living in a country under Roman occupation. Clearly he's going to be influenced by people, and he's going to influence people.
When it comes to this stone, now known as the Gabriel inscription, Knoll's theory is that Jesus was influenced by someone, since the stone predates Jesus. But does it? The answer depends on whether the inscription was written before the crucifixion. And to find out, Simca comes to the ancient city of Jaffa in Israel to meet with Robert Deutsch. Deutsch is an epigrapher, a specialist in ancient inscriptions. He's also one of Israel's foremost licensed dealers in antiquities. So he should be able to explain how artifacts like the Gabriel stone are dated.
It has here a poster of the inscription.
Deutsch is using a full-size paper copy of the stone, prepared by the academics who studied it.
The Gabriel inscription is a very important inscription. The text is important. The development of the shape of the letter dates the piece.
What do you mean that you can date it from the shape of the letter?
It develops like a car. The shape of a car, it was never the same before, and it will never be the same after that.
So if you find a car, you can say what year it was.
Exactly. This is typology, which is a very, very accurate tool.
To illustrate the point, in the 1st century BC and early 1st century AD, the Hebrew letter Lamed, L in English, had a long neck and then lost it. During the same period, the Kuf, or K, lost its little cap. And the Mem, the letter M, initially square, became rounded, losing its squiggles in the process. Using these techniques, Deutsch agrees with Professor Knoll, dating the Gabriel inscription to a time just before Jesus' crucifixion, possibly before his birth.
And it dates to the 1st century BC and the beginning of the 1st century AD.
So, The inscription seems to predate Jesus. The inscription seems to predate Jesus, but not by much. To hone in on a more precise date, Simca needs access to the inscription. But the problem is that the stone belongs to an Israeli collector, David Jesselson, who lives in Switzerland.
Hi, Dr. Jesselson, it's Simcha.
And he won't give Simca access to the artifact.
Do you think I can say anything or do anything to convince you to let us just take a little look?
Simca isn't surprised. He believes that David Jesselson is like many collectors who don't like investigative journalists around artifacts they've purchased from sometimes shady antiquities dealers.
Father Puesh does not want to link the crucified agitator to Jesus. So perhaps 4Q541 is a fragment from a now lost gospel. If this is a lost Christian text, it is bound to lead to a reconsideration of the Dead Sea Scrolls, some of the most famous biblical texts ever found in archaeology.
Something is always happening. But when it happens, people don't always see it, or understand it, or accept it.
Just in their summer clothes, For the best experience, use headphones.
SATOR has searched you, and he knows you. He knows when you rest and when you rise. He perceives your thoughts from afar. He observes your going out and is familiar with all your ways. When you lay your hand upon SATOR, such knowledge will be too wonderful, too high for you to attain. For SATOR's eyes are in every place, on those who fear him, on those who hope for his kindness, his acceptance.
She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. She really kept it together for the both of you. I hope one day to see you come together.